So my brother Dustin and I were working on a 72 Blazer, and we were putting air suspension on it, and at the time there just wasn't anything to control it. So we started building a system just in the garage. We just tackled it. We got it to work. Everybody that saw it was like, I want to buy something like that.
Honestly, we didn't have any intention of turning it into a product and a company. We were just building something for that one project. But once we got it done, we realized it was something that a lot of people were going to want, and we decided to turn it into AccuAir.
When we started this company, I was young. I was 21, Dustin was 17. I felt like, hey, this is a time that I don't have a lot of commitments. I don't have a family yet. I don't have, a big house payment. Let's risk everything and see if we can make this happen. And now, 13 years later, we've made some progress, but we still got a lot of work to do.
I think the story of AccuAir is a little bit of the American story of innovation coming from necessity. Some of the most fun in creating AccuAir was making the evolution from just the technical side to learning about the business side.
Essentially growing this company from the ground up has been challenging at points, and one of the first big moments for us was the first year we decided to go to the SEMA show. We had to start fresh and build a whole booth, and we're perfectionists, so if we're going to do something, it's going to be correct.
We were at a place where the product was ready to go to a show like that. The market was ready for it, but the SEMA show is a big undertaking. It's very expensive, it takes a ton of effort.
We loaded up a truck to go to the show, and I remember stopping at the gas station, and we were so broke I couldn't even put fuel in the truck. We were putting everything on the line and risking it to hopefully have a gain from it, and hopefully grow the company.
It was challenging leading up to it, and then going to the show was no less emotional stress.
We got to the SEMA show, we pulled up and we found out that one of our family, friends, and partners in the company had passed away that day. And he was supposed to come to the show and be part of that. And so we just kind of gathered ourselves up and decided we got to do this for the good of the company, and this is what he would want us to do.
Every day that went on during that show, we got the reward and to see the response that people were giving to the product and to the company. Every bit of it was worth it. The team we have here today at AccuAir is incredible. It's definitely our biggest strength. We've got almost 50 people today.
We do have kind of like a fraternity. It's a really tight group of people. It's really like a family and a band of brothers, essentially. We laugh a lot every day. We find humor in things, and we face a lot of challenges together at the same time, but we make it through.
A little over half of our staff is dedicated to product assembly and actually building the product. Every single part that we manufacture gets 100% inspected and tested, which is very unique in manufacturing like we do.
It's fun to me to see the gamut of people that use our products. It also makes it challenging when we're creating products because it's got to be cool to a guy that's 20 and it's got to be cool to a guy that's 80. And it's got to be functional and usable for all of them too. Our touchpad that we designed in-house for our E-level system, it's this kind of iconic piece to an AccuAir system. It's been widely accepted across our really broad audience. It's a true CNC part. It's high quality button feel. And so when you grab that thing, it's got a weight to it and it's got a quality feel to it because it is quality. It's not some cheap piece of plastic.
Zero compromise is something that I think everybody here at AccuAir really embodies and understands as a company value. It's in every decision that gets made, not just at the overall design of a product or the way it looks or functions, but down to the simplest tasks that get performed by everybody on the team.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy at this point. Like every day there's about 40 people installing E-level systems on their cars. That's hard for me to imagine and grasp. We've worked hard for it, it's about quality products.
Every single day we get to see projects that blow our minds. Not just the amazingness of the build and quality, but how people apply our products.
Our focus is in the aftermarket. We want to make cars low and make them cool, and that's the business that's gotten us to this stage, so we're never going to turn our back to it. At the same time, I think our technology has and will have some real advantages for some new cars.
One of our missions today at AccuAir is to really change the perception of what air suspension is and what it's capable of.
We're targeting what we call sport air suspension. We want a level of performance, and that really is not standard. I think we can do more with air suspension than we could ever do with a standard coil spring. That motivates me. That makes me want to create new stuff every day and really push the envelope of what air suspension can be capable of.
The control system technology is really what allows air suspension to be daily driven and to not be difficult to use on an everyday basis.
This is something that a coilover type system could never touch. It essentially, put 4 people in the car and it automatically adjusts and corrects for those changes in load, and your car's right where it's supposed to be. So now your alignment's always in, the car always feels the same, your tires don't wear out, and so it really is a true functionality that makes air suspension usable. I have a 1-year-old daughter, and it's been really inspirational for me. It gives me drive and motivation because I can see that we're creating something that's huge for the family, like something that's going to be part of us as a family forever. Her first car is getting made right now. It's a little pedal car, and it's going to have air suspension. She'll push those buttons. It's going to be crazy cool. Well, I think in the future we're going to really focus on performance vehicles, and I think that that's the market that responds best to our type of products. And so we've got some proving to do. We've got some development in the works that's going to be incredible. And I think we're going to show people air suspension is capable of a lot more than they ever thought it was. I'm proud of where we're about to be. Where we are at the moment is we're a growing company. We're in rapid growth phase. There's a lot of challenges that come with that, but I'm really happy to be here. I'm really thankful for all of our customers that over all these years, 13 years, have got us to this stage. I'm really proud and happy about what we're about to bring them. The future of what we're going to bring to air suspension is going to be incredible.